Last fall, a young mill worker was killed while in police custody at the RCMP detachment in the northwestern BC town of Houston. His name was Ian Bush, and he was arrested for having an open beer outside a local hockey arena. But while in custody, he was shot to death. Now the criminal justice branch has concluded that the police officer who fired the shot will not face charges.
In the north central community of Houston, BC, Linda Bush continues to keep her son's memory alive. Last October, her son, Ian Bush, was shot in the back of the head at the RCMP detachment in Houston. Almost a year has passed, and the family has had no explanation as to why the 22-year-old was fatally shot.
Still difficult when it's actually put into official words.
Today, though, some answers, but not necessarily the ones the family was hoping for. The Attorney General's office has announced no criminal charges will be laid against the RCMP officer who shot Ian Bush, stating there's evidence the officer acted in self-defense.
Very frustrating because I don't think there's anything they told us today that they couldn't have told us last November, mostly because that's the tone of the very first news release after the incident, before the investigation had very much time to even get started.
On the evening of October 29, 2005, Ian Bush was arrested for having an open beer in his hand outside this hockey arena. He was taken to the Houston RCMP detachment and later died there from a shot to the back of his head. Despite today's decision, Ian Bush's mother is still suing RCMP Constable Paul Keister and BC's Attorney General. Lawyer Howard Rubin is representing the Bush family.
I think that when a police officer shoots someone, that the prosecutor in that area who makes the initial decision as to whether or not to lay charges has a conflict of interest, because those police officers appear as his witnesses in court, and there should be an independent prosecutor appointed to make this decision.
As for the RCMP officer's current status, Constable Paul Keister is on paid administrative leave and working at the RCMP detachment in Kamloops. A coroner's inquest will likely take place in December, but despite that, the Bush family says there will never be closure. All they can hope for is that these types of cases in the future go to an independent civilian review.
We need to stay optimistic, we need to stay strong, because we have a lot of years of frustration ahead of us, and we're not going to stop fighting for what we believe in.